Dear family, it's been months since we last talked and I miss you terribly. Ever since the evil Mr. Rich cut off our communications, none of us have been able to communicate with our friends and family. Everyone thinks this is a waste of time and that you will never get this message, but I hope someone gets this message and that this gets back to you. I'm broadcasting on an AM radio signal. I know, old school, right? But I really don't know if an AM signal can pick up an email. My friends say AM is only for sound and not digital files. Oh well, I have to try something. Seems like it was a lifetime ago we were all wanting to be picked to go to Mars. If only we knew then what we know now.
I'm sorry.
Ow!
So, Karen, do you think we'll make it?
I know we will, no doubt about it.
How are you so sure?
Because I stuffed the ballot box.
How did you do that?
Electronically.
She's a hacker?
Oh my god.
What?
I can't wait to hear if we won the contest.
I know we won. We scored the highest on the test. I know we win.
Good morning, my friends. I'm sure you are all excited about today's announcement. And since I am very busy being the richest man in the world, I'll get right to it. Out of 1 million applications, it is time to announce the winners of the Mission to Mars field trip. You completed a difficult application process to be chosen for the mission to Mars, so my congratulations to the following schools. I am announcing the winners in alphabetical order. Bryn Mawr Elementary, Franklin Elementary, Kimberly Elementary. I am sure you noticed your rocket in the background. We are testing a few prototypes right now. It'll just take a few seconds. Let's take a look. Don't worry about that. I'm sure it's a slight glitch, and we will have everything ready for your launch in 6 weeks.
I don't really trust this guy. Did you see the rocket explode? I'm not sure about going to Mars.
Oh, come on. Don't be a party pooper. It's our only chance to get to Mars.
I agree with Harley. This guy's kind of sketchy.
Do what you want, but I'm all in. While I'm getting super rich and famous, you'll be stuck down there with all the Earthlings.
Is there gonna be food?
Of course there'll be food, Evan.
I'm all in.
You'd do anything for food, wouldn't you, Evan?
Yep.
Note to self, hide all my food.
Looks like I have time for a couple of questions. First question was asked by Harley from Kimberly Elementary. Why am I sending kids to Mars? And the answer is simple. Because I am rich and I can. Second question from Yasmin from Victoria. Why send kids and not grown-ups astronauts? There are 3 answers to that question. 1, you are young and you learn at a much faster rate than adults. 2, you are smaller and weigh less than adults, so it takes less fuel to go to Mars. And 3, you are expendable.
Hey Karen, did you hear that? He said we're expendable. Isn't that great? Do you even know what expendable means? Oh, no, not really. Doesn't that mean we're super smart? No.
Yeah.
It means if something bad happens, no one will care. That's not good. No, Toby, it's not.
Well, that's all the time I have, so let me leave you with this final thought. The great poet John Masefield once wrote, I must go down to the seas, again to the lonely sea in the sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. Well, you have a tall ship now. It's up to you to find a star to help you steer this great journey. This is Mr. Rich signing off for now. Okay, what's next? Are we buying Facebook, Country, Google?
All right, I know you're all excited about going to Mars. Well, I got some good news, and I have some bad news. What do you want to hear first? The good news or the bad news?
Bad news!
Okay. The bad news is, I'm going to tell you the good news first.
Why?
Okay. The good news is, we're going to Mars! But the bad news is, from NASA come and go over some of the expectations so you all get a better idea of what's expected.
Hi, my name is James Cole, and I will be your NASA consultant to prepare you for your flight to Mars. I'm sure you're all wondering why a kid like me is your trainer. Well, you might say I'm a lot like you, a bit of an overachiever. I graduated from college with an engineering degree when I was 8. Went to Princeton and got my neurology PhD when I was 10. And now I'm finishing up my astrophysics doctorate at Stanford. I was going to be the first preteen to go into orbit, but I guess it's going to be you instead of me. But don't worry, I'm not bitter. But I digress. Let's talk about your training. There are 6 qualities that every astronaut needs to be successful. You will receive intense training to prepare you for the rigors of space. An astronaut needs to have top academic skills. You have to study and understand a variety of subjects from physics to geology. An astronaut also needs to be a good leader, someone who can make quick and accurate decisions under pressure. An astronaut needs to be physically fit to withstand the stresses of living in space. An astronaut needs to be able to get along with others and be part of a team. An astronaut needs tremendous focus. You can't get distracted easily when you're performing what could be a life-saving task. And lastly, an astronaut needs to be able to solve problems by being prepared for every possible situation. So, for the next 6 weeks, you will all perform various tasks to determine how well you can perform your duties as an astronaut. I'll be checking in on you from time to time to see how you are doing. Good luck, and may the force be with you. Hey everyone, it's such an honor to be with you today. I'm so excited that you've all selected your crews. And although I'm not part of the crew, I wish you all the best.
Yeah, this is so exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna burst.
So, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is you have about 1 million things to learn to go to Mars. The good news is you don't have to learn everything before you launch. As you know, it takes about 7 months to reach Mars. So we have created a lot of lessons for you during your journey. So the good news is you're going to get to go to school while you travel to Mars. Isn't that great?
I thought he said it was good news. School in space?
Yeah, not good.
So let me introduce you to some space-age technology. Meet the Rapid MOOC. We here at NASA like to call him Mookie for short. Mookie is your all-in-one communication device. Everything you ever wanted to know about your starship is contained in Mookie. Not only that, you will receive lessons on Mookie and communicate with mission control on it. Mookie will do just about everything except make you food. We want you to become familiar with your Mookie, so for the next few weeks, Mookie will be in your classroom teaching you all about the cool things you will need to know for your trip to Mars.
That's fly, rocket guy.
Alright then, I'll let you get started. Be sure to check out all the videos on Mookie and don't forget to do the tutorials. Good luck, and I hope to see you all on our launch day. I mean, your launch day, because I'm not going. I was passed over by a bunch of untrained stupid kids who have no business going to space. Kids who are just normal, nothing special, like someone who has 4 different degrees, someone who has dreamed of going to Mars his entire life. But it's okay, I'm not bitter.
Okay, come on, let's go. Come on. I think you need a few poppets or something. Come on, let's go.
This is perhaps the most important area of the starship. It is the brain, so to speak. It is the flight deck. The flight deck controls every aspect of the starship, from communications to satellite deployment to landing operations, you name it. Everything is controlled from the flight deck. For your entire 7-month journey, someone will have to be in the flight deck at all times, monitoring all the systems of your starship. And the most important part of the starship is the rapid deck. central brain computer system. Every detail, every piece of human knowledge is contained on the Rapid MIP. You can ask her any question and she will answer precisely. Okay, and you can even ask Mookie questions that are important, like how much fuel do we have remaining, or what is the weather on Mars? You know, questions that might actually matter to you on your trip. I am Ava, your mission control expert.
Okay, so this section of the Starship is the mess hall, or what we like to call the social experience room. This is where you will eat your meals, play card games, and visit with other astronauts. You will have a good, healthy diet that is specially developed by NASA and that is designed for kids making a 14-month journey to Mars. I've sent some sample food for you to try. Remember, in space, we have to keep things very small, so even though it doesn't look like a steak, when you eat it, it will taste like a steak.
This is your lesson on crew quarters. This is your home away from home. You will sleep here, and when others are getting on your nerves, it'll allow you a tiny escape. But the crew quarters are very small. It is barely bigger than a small bed. But the good news is you will have a window, so you could see the entire universe. It is small because the starship has limited space. Remember that we have to carry supplies for everyone. For more than a year, all you really need to do in your quarters is sleep. You will be happy to know that you have an entertainment center. You can watch movies, play video games, and send messages to your family and your blankie. Including yourself, you have 200 pounds. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Pretty simple.
Today we are going to talk a little bit about rocket motors. Although you can't access motors while you are traveling to space, it is important to understand how they work. The motors on your spacecraft are specially designed for deep space travel. They use a combination of oxygen, and methane.
But I thought rocket motors use hydrogen and oxygen. Yeah, but...
Older rockets used hydrogen, but methane rockets have higher energy potential over hydrogen. They are the most powerful chemical rockets on the planet.
Why don't we use nuclear rockets? Aren't they even more powerful?
Let's stop talking about the nuclear rocket fantasy and get back to the business.
Traveling in space is very hard on your body. It is important to stay in as good of a shape as possible. This is why we created a fitness room for our astronauts. In this room, you will find cardio equipment to keep your heart healthy, but you will also find weights as well. You might want to know why there's only one set of dumbbells. Well, as you know, we need to save on weight. So, we invented a barbell system that uses magnetism to simulate heavy weights. Even though the weights are very small, you can change the magnetic pull on the barbell to simulate anything from 2.5 pounds to 200 pounds.
Okay, the next section may be one of the most important sections next to the flight deck. The storage and science room is where you will keep everything you need for your mission. You will have all your personal belongings here, as well as a lot of science experiments, including drones and rovers to explore Mars.
I have a question. How many personal belongings do we get to bring with us?
Well, it depends. It's not so much about how many, but rather how much does it weigh. You only get to bring 25 pounds.
What? 25 pounds? My shaving kit weighs over 20 pounds. And that doesn't even include my jewelry.
You are going to have to scale it down. Wait, let me see that. You don't shave?
Of course I do. I have 3 hairs right here.
25 pounds? Does that mean I can bring my chihuahua? He's only 2.5 pounds.
Dude, you can't bring a dog to Mars.
Why not?
Because you're gonna have to bring food for it as well, so it'll be too much weight.
I guess you're right. What about a bird? Can I bring a bird?
Okay, let's not argue. Your personal belongings cannot be a living being.
That's a bummer. I really wanted to bring Fluffy. Yeah, I don't get it. He said we can't bring living beings, but we are living beings. What the heck?
Come on, get serious. You're gonna bring a 25-pound dog? That dog needs to eat a lot, and that's a bunch of food. My dog eats a 50-pound bag of food every month. That's over 700 pounds.
Holy cow, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I am right. And no cows.
Con! Con!
So you have seen the flight deck, but now let's meet the brain of the flight deck. Meet Mookie, or Rapid Mook, or Mookie for short, is the central computer that controls the entire ship. Without Mookie, this spacecraft couldn't fly. Not only does it control all the systems on the starship, it will also be your teacher on your journey. And just like your teacher, Mookie knows everything. You can ask Mookie any question, and it will answer it quickly, and precisely. All the world's knowledge is contained in this one device. We have given you a Mookie for you to learn what you need for your journey.
Class, I now present Mookie. Get out of my way.
Okay, so now let's talk about being weightless in space. As you all know, there's almost no gravity in space. It's called microgravity. When you travel to Mars, you will experience the microgravity for your entire mission until you land on Mars. When you land on Mars, gravity is about 1/3 as much as it is on Earth. So if you weigh 100 pounds on Earth, you would weigh
33.33333 pounds. My dad would love to live on Mars. He's always trying to lose weight. Well, he might lose weight, but he won't lose any mass until he puts down that donut.
Hey, that's disrespectful to police officers. No, it's not. My dad's a cop and he loves them.
Because you are young, you are still growing, and that could be a big problem in microgravity. So, we did a lot of research and experiments on the International Space Station this past year to solve our problem. Basically, we created a solution that you drink which adds iron, electrolyte, and gets absorbed in your cells. After being in your body for about 24 hours, the iron gets absorbed and stays for about 30 days. We developed a special magnetic floor on the 5 decks of the spacecraft that simulates gravity on Earth.
So our tests have shown that you will suffer no long-term effects from traveling to Mars and back.
So we have to drink this stuff every 30 days? That's correct. But don't worry, it has a very pleasant orange flavor. You will like it.
What about when we land on Mars? We will feel weird going from Earth's gravity to Mars gravity.
Good point, which is why we have included a controller in the starship that varies the level of magnetism in the starship. 45 days before you land on Mars, the magnetism will decrease so that by the time you reach Mars, you won't feel any different. Then when you return to Mars after about 45 days, you will feel the same weight as though you were on Earth.
Okay, so that problem is solved. What about radiation? You said that is the biggest one of the dangers. How do you solve that?
That was a little more difficult. But again, our scientists have been working on a solution, and they developed a special material that they nicknamed anti-rad.
Anti-rad? What's that?
Yes, it is very thin lining that we put on the inside of the spacecraft that protects the occupant. It's incredibly thin, smaller than the thickness of the hair, and it's transparent, but there is only one problem. It's highly flammable, which is why we have gone to extreme measures to make sure there are no exposed heat sources on the interior of the rocket. And if you have to do any maintenance or repairs that requires you to open any of the hatches, there is a very lengthy checklist to accomplish to make sure there is no chance of a spark. But your starship is the best thing engineered on the planet. What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Okay, so the moment has come, and we are going to hand out our astronaut uniforms to the 5 astronauts that have the highest scores in all the different activities. I'm not going to say your names. I'm just going to use this astronaut uniform cannon to shoot you with your uniform. Our first astronaut, Toby, congratulations. Astronaut number 2, Mary, congratulations. Karen, congratulations. Olivia, congratulations! Victor, congratulations! Now don't forget, even though these are the 5 astronauts, everybody in this room plays at least as important a role as the astronauts. Without your help as mission control specialists, the mission will never work. So congratulations to the rest of you who are going to be mission control specialists.
Evan, we have to go.
I was in the middle of my 4th chip session, but I guess I can bring them with us. Wait, where are we going?
Mars.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
Well, I gotta go.
Same.
Bye, Chico. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. I'm going to Mars.
That should be enough chips.
Why are you packing?
I'm going to Mars tomorrow.
That's a big lie, even for you.
I'm being serious this time.
What? Can't you just pack me in?
I don't think there's enough room. Plus, it's safer here. There's no saying what'll happen in Mars. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Evan, are you done packing?
All the essentials.
We're gonna miss you, Evan. I'll miss you guys too. Bye, Evan. We love you. Me too. Be brave.
Bye, John. Bye, we're gonna miss you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What?
Wow, these suits are awesome.
Yeah, I can see that. How do we put them on?
I don't know, maybe try using the zipper? Evan, it's just a spacesuit.
It's like a glove.
Why is your astronaut suit different?
It's from our hero.
Hero? Dwayne Coles? Cows?
It's Mr. C. Wow, he must have been really big.
If by big you mean strong and muscular, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you're correct.
Attention in the compound, attention in the compound. This is Mission Control. All astronauts report to your starships. I repeat, all astronauts report to your starship. Mission Control out.
Okay, everybody, it's go time. Wow, this is so cool. This rocket is beautiful. I'm so excited.
After all that training, it was finally time to launch. I remember how excited I was, but also a little scared. I will never forget the countdown taking forever and finally feeling the power of the rocket launch. Words can't describe how incredible that was.
Give me a go, no go for launch. Booster?
Booster's a go.
Retro.
Retro's a go.
Fido.
We're go flight.
Guidance.
Guidance is a go.
Surgeon.
Go flight.
GNC.
We're go.
TOMU.
Go.
Control.
Go flight.
Capcom.
Go flight.
Launch control. This is Houston. We are go for launch.
Starships. This is Mission Control. Check-in over.
Copy all starships. Please begin your launch sequence. Checklist.
Franklin 3, copy. Commencing checklist.
Okay, crew, time to go.
Oh man, I can't believe it. I'm going to be a spaceman.
You mean space boy?
That's not cool.
You can't take a joke?
Guys, knock it off. It's time to get serious.
Yeah, don't let me turn the rocket around.
Okay, Lexi, let's light this candle up and go for a ride. Copy that. Starting the initial launch checklist. Seatbelts?
Fastened.
Fuel? Checked 100%. Life support? Copy, Frankie. Check out systems.
Oxygen 100%. Food storage full. Water 95%.
95%?
Wait, recalculate.
100%.
Okay. Next up is ignition sequence. Standing by, mission control launch signal. Mission control, this is Franklin 3. We have completed the initial checklist and are green for ignition sequence. Copy Franklin 3. Stand by. Expect ignition in T-minus 1 minute. Franklin 3, copies all.
Ruby, you look a bit nervous. Maybe you should get out and head back to your room.
Oh, I'm just a little focused but a little tired. I didn't get any sleep last night.
Well, you're going to get a bunch of sleep for the next 7 months while floating around in space. We won't be floating because we all drink the iron electrolyte Tang.
Tang, the choice for all astronauts to provide your nutritional needs.
Starship Mariposa, ready for launch. Crew, initiate booster separation on my mark. 3, 2, 1. Mission Control, Mariposa has successful booster separation. Booster heading back to Earth. Main engines are online, accelerating to escape velocity.
But to be honest, the actual journey in space was a little boring. I mean, when we weren't faced with certain death, but that only happened a couple of times. Once we started heading to Mars, there wasn't that much to do. Mookie was in control of the ship. Everything was so automated. We had a lot of free time. Sometimes we just floated around doing nothing.
Up here by now.
Knowing them, they're probably floating around and they turned off the gravity. I'll turn the gravity back on.
That'll teach them.
Sometimes we danced, watered plants, exercised, hung out, watched TV. Oh yeah, and schoolwork. That was fun.
Bailey and Bethany. So first you want to take your spray bottle and spray 5 times on this one. And then you want to do 6 sprays on this one, 6 sprays on this one, 5 sprays on this one, 7 sprays on this one, and 3 sprays on this one. You did 4 on this one. You were only supposed to do 3. You killed my plan.
I thought you said 4. I thought you said 14.
Hey, few friends.
Hello, my Jonesnators, and today we're going to be working out. Alright, now, if you're strong like me, you might want to use some weights when we're doing this. But if you're not, you can just put them on the ground. Alright, and tummy jacks, and tummy jacks, and tummy jacks, and tummy jacks. And make sure to not let the weights go, because, well, that could just be sad. But anyway, and now we're going to go into our sit-up position and do 5 sit-ups, okay? Do them with me. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and oh, I just did 6. Oh wow! Hey, we make our mistakes, alright? Alright. And that is it with Bryce Anderson. Bye guys!
Hey Bowden, what you watching?
I'm watching School Alone.
Is that? This looks like you.
I know, he's very handsome. I think he's my doppelganger.
Why would you have a doppelganger?
I have no idea.
Oh, so how did you get this movie up here? Did you like bring a DVD?
No, it was on the internet.
We have internet?
Surprisingly, yes.
We're in space, like 1,000,000 miles from Earth.
Satellites.
Pauline, give me some of your tots.
No, go find your own.
Come on, give me some of your tots.
No, freaking starved. I didn't get to eat anything today.
It was all fun and games until we ran out of fuel. Well, almost.
That's odd. I better take a closer look at that. Ruh-roh. Houston, we have a problem. I better go get the others. Alert! Alert! All crew members report to the comms room immediately. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
What's wrong? What's happening?
This better not be a hoax.
Report, Mary. What's the problem?
I was checking the fuel status and I found something that doesn't make sense. It wasn't me. I swear I didn't touch anything.
What is it?
Well, I was updating the computer and it seems that we only have enough fuel to get to Mars, but not return. I thought there must be some glitch, but I've checked it about 1,000,000 times.
Let me take a look. You probably screwed up the calculation.
I'm not stupid. It's simple calculus.
Yeah, but there's no way you could have checked it 1,000,000 times because a fuel check takes about 5 minutes. So 5 times 1,000,000 is, I don't know, 20 years. Blah, blah, blah. We get it. Thanks for the math lesson, Sherlock. All right, I'm gonna go check in with the other schools and see if they're having the same problem.
Kimberly, Starship Kimberly, this is Mariposa. Come in, Kimberly.
Go ahead, Starship Kimberly.
Yeah, have you checked your fuel reading lately? We have found an anomaly.
We are showing all systems nominal.
You better check it one more time because that doesn't seem right. We all started with the same fuel, so we should be nominal too.
Starship Kimberly, this is Karen from Mariposa. Did you stir the tanks recently?
Define recently.
Okay, Kimberly, stir the fuel tanks now and see what the readings say. Okay, stand by. Yeah, after stirring the tanks, we have a problem. I was afraid of that. We better check with the other schools and see what's going on. This is not good.
Mariposa, how much fuel are you showing? Because our calculations are really short.
We are showing about 60 tons of methane and 20 tons of oxygen.
What? We only have 45 tons of methane and 10 tons of oxygen. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it to Mars.
In the meantime, I'll go down below and check the fuel capacitors to make sure they're reading correctly. But it does seem strange that both rockets have the same amount of fuel problem.
Yeah, you better check the capacitors. I'll bet it's the capacitors.
Toby, you don't even know what a capacitor is.
Yes, I do. It's the thingy down below that, it capacitates.
Attention crew, we just got an emergency message from Starship Mariposa. I need you all to report to the flight deck.
What's the emergency, Mila?
Both Kimberly and Mariposa are low on fuel. They have enough fuel to get to Mars, but not enough to get back.
What? You're kidding. That's not good. Are you sure?
But that's not the bad news. The real bad news is that we don't even have enough fuel to get to Mars.
That's not bad news, Mila. That's terrible news.
I feel like we're going slower than the other rockets. I'll check the weight. Maybe we have the same problem Kimberly has. What the? The weight is way up. It's like someone or something is on our ship. I think we better check the rocket.
I'm sure it's fine. It's probably just Bob's soccer stash.
Yeah. No, I think we should check. Everyone follow me.
I checked the blueprints. Everything seems fine.
It has to be Bob's taco stash then, right? It's the only explanation. That's not what my taco stash is. The taco stash is in the vent under my bed.
Bob, you just told them about our secret hideout.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Something doesn't look right.
I think I know what you mean.
Why does that astronaut suit have a beard?
Kingston!
I go.
Houston, we have a problem.
Look who we found.
Kingston! What are you doing here, Kingston? Okay, fine. I'll tell you guys. The billionaire is our dad. Who is our? You have a mouse in your pocket?
Bob, this is not the time for jokes.
Do you guys want to hear the story or not? Anyways, our as me and Kingston. Oh my tacos, that's insane. So you guys live together and eat tacos together? I feel siblings game, Bob. Oh. Our dad is trying to trick you.
How? Look, it's a call from Mr. Rich.
You have probably figured out by now you don't have enough fuel for your return trip to Earth. I know you have a lot of questions as to how that happened. Well, I have to tell you that this was never planned to be a field trip. Our Earth is in danger and we need humans to colonize Mars. I realize this isn't what you may have wanted, but there was really no other choice if we wanted to save humanity. Just remember, when you make your new world, make sure it's better than the one you left.
That's what I was trying to tell you guys.
So your dad just left us out here stranded on Mars to die?
I didn't think he was a good dad. I just thought he was our dad.
Once we found out Kingsbury's stowaway problem, apparently they weren't the only one who had that big idea. Oh yeah, when we found out Kingston and Stella were related to Mr. Rich, well, let's just say we gave them the cold shoulder treatment, and it can be really cold in space.
Hey guys, we have a message coming in from Mission Control. Go ahead, Mission Control. This is Mission Kimberly. Copy all, Mission Control. This is Starship Kimberly out. How is it possible that we have more weight? That seems impossible.
I have a theory. It's kind of crazy, but it's all I can think of.
Spit it out. What's your theory?
Did anybody else notice that Trevor was not at our Bangladesh party?
Yeah, I remember. Not having Trevor there was the best day of my life.
Well, just wait. Do you think Trevor snuck on our rocket?
Where could he be?
We've checked everywhere. Maybe he's not on the ship.
Yeah, we've checked the kitchen, the laundry, the pods, the engine, everywhere. I hope he's not on the ship, so I don't have to deal with him. He's so annoying.
What the? Attention, all Kimberly spaceship crew. I think I found Trevor.
Where?
Out the window.
No way.
Trevor.
Well, technically I was right, because he's not in the spaceship. That is absolutely crazy. Like, how did he do that? How did he do that?
Why? Why is he out there?
I don't know.
Maybe he's out there for fun.
Well, one thing we know, he's definitely not on this ship.
Yeah. Let's go.
So the stowaways really caused us some problems, but we were all well trained and found a solution. We studied the engineering plans of the starship and found out there was a way for us to dock together and transfer fuel from one starship to the other. So 2 of our starships that had a little extra gave some to Kingsbury and Kimberly. Spoiler alert, it worked. Well, at least it gave them enough fuel to get to Mars. Getting back wasn't going to be easy. And just when we thought we were safely on our way, the unthinkable happened.
Whoa! What the heck? Crew, this is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency. Report to the flight deck. What's wrong? I was doing my usual checks and I was almost blinded by what looked like an explosion. We better do a rocket check-in. All starships. I repeat, all starships. This is Starship Bryn Mawr. Check in all starships.
Franklin here. Kingsbury here.
Kimberly here.
Mariposa here.
Starship Victoria, check in. Starship Victoria, come in. Come in, Starship Victoria. All starships. Does anyone have contact with Victoria?
Franklin, no. Kingsbury, nothing.
Kimberly, nothing on our radar.
Mariposa, no telemetry.
Oh no, that explosion. I mean, do you think?
Yeah, we saw that too. Do you think they're dead? Lightcon, this is Redcon. I just lost all communication with Starship Victoria.
All comms, report.
Ecom is dead. Control is dead.
No reading flight.
Okay. Is anyone getting any data from Starship Victoria? Okay, we have lost all comm with Starship Victoria. Mission Control, this is Victoria Flight. Comm. We have lost all communications with Starship Victoria. We need emergency backup. I repeat, we need emergency backup.
Copy, Victoria. Stand by.
GenCom, start emergency generate procedures. Maybe we have a bad receiver.
This is Redcom.
Go ahead, Redcom.
We are all systems green. The problem isn't internal, it has to be external.
So you are saying that Starship Victoria has disappeared?
Negative. I'm just saying our systems are on in the green. But we are not receiving any signals from Starship Victoria.
Starship Flight Comm, this is Mission Control.
Go ahead, Mission Control.
We confirm no telemetry from Starship Victoria. All other starships are clear comms. Begin H-band retriever reset.
Copy. Redcom, receive H-band receivers.
Copy. Commencing reset.
Flightcom, Redcom.
Go ahead, Redcom.
H-band is still showing negative, but we are receiving signals from C-band.
How is that possible? We shouldn't see C-band for another month.
Agreed, but this is what we are receiving.
Copy. Put C-band on main screen.
Roll call.
Roquetas, chequen la gasolina ese banda.
Copy.
Okay, people, I think we have a situation. It looks like Starship Victoria had an unauthorized rocket burn that accelerated them past the other rockets. I need to confirm ASAP.
Flightcom, this is Orbits.
Go ahead, Orbits.
We have telemetry that Starship Victoria has entered orbit. It's possible they have landed already.
But that is a month ahead of schedule. How is that possible?
Flightcom, I'm getting a message from Starship Victoria.
Main screen!
Victoria Control, I hope you get this message. We had a complete power failure and our only option was to fire emergency booster rockets. And we accelerated at critical mass. We thought our starship would break apart, but luckily it held together. We have damage to our H, F, and I band transmitters, so we are sending this message on C-band. We are safe on Mars, we're here early, and we are completely out of fuel and running on reserve batteries. If we don't find water and create fuel, well, you won't hear from us again. We are abandoning Starship and shutting down all systems down to conserve energy. If we don't find fuel soon, tell our families we love them and that we were happy that we were chosen to advance humankind. Starship Victoria out.
You guys, we gotta do some work. We gotta get busy.
Getting back to normal wasn't easy with Victoria gone. You could tell that everyone was bothered about the explosion. It wasn't until we saw the C-band transmission that we knew Victoria was okay. So finally, life was back to normal, and we began our intense training to land on Mars. Imagine, humans on Mars! Seems crazy.
Attention all crew members, this is your pilot speaking. Please meet in the flight deck. We will be landing in approximately 8 hours from my mark.
$74?
Liar.
75? Oh, this is hard. 124? 125!
Wow, you're really strong.
I know. Just what we are.
Jiminy, stick it right when I was sleeping. I don't know why you need all of us. I thought only the pilots handled landing.
That's true, but we have to practice emergency procedures, and we're all a part of that.
Yeah, even though we pilots are the most important part, you all play a small but important part too.
Look at that ego on that one.
Yeah, you can always tell when a pilot's in the room.
How's that?
Just look for the one with the biggest helmet.
Oh, I get it. Because we have a big head. Haha, very funny, Basil. Although, speaking of helmets up, everyone. But some visors up.
Right? I said helmet.
Oh, my bad. I thought you said awesome hats.
Okay, Captain, I'm ready to run the checklist.
Okay, as you know, the land secrets is completely on me. But, just to make sure everything happens at the correct moment. Ronan, start landing secrets from 100,000 feet.
Copy that. Crew, we are now entering Rose's atmosphere.
Check the thrusters are primed and ready.
90,000 feet.
Thrusters are fired. Starship is now horizontal.
Check. 80,000 feet.
Speed slowing to 25,000 miles per hour.
Check. 70,000.
Drag chutes, we have a problem. Drag chutes did not deploy.
Bethany, pull the emergency chute deployment on my mark. We'll go. 3, 2, 1, break!
Chutes deployed. Speed is subsonic. Speed is slowing. Speed is subsonic.
50,000 feet.
Main engines primed and ready.
25,000 feet.
Main engines firing. 10%. 400 miles per hour.
Captain, we have a heat shield warning.
Copy that. Broden, fire extinguishers. Release!
Released!
Heat shield warning extinguished.
Copy.
10,000 feet.
Begin landing gear sequence.
Gear down.
Copy.
5,000 speed. 2,000 feet per second.
Initiate retro rockets.
Rockets ignited. Speed 800 feet per second.
That's too fast. Bailey, stand by.
Standing by. Speed 400 feet per second. Altitude 1,000 feet.
Copy. Bailey, stand by.
Altitude 500 feet. Speed 10 feet per second. Within landing minimums.
Copy. Crew, prepare for touchdown.
Oh, I'm hurt. I feel like
Are you done yet, Dream Drama Team?
I'm coming to you, Granny. I'm coming. Save me a spot. It was fun while it lasted.
Touchdown confirmed.
Copy. Confirm rockets off.
Rockets off. Systems normal.
Crew, we have landed on Mars. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's hope it goes that smoothly in about 6.5 hours. Be sharp, everybody. Take a break and report back to the flight deck no later than 2 hours before we appear at the tree, which is about exactly 2 hours from now.
Okay, let's go eat.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Back to work, boys. Oh!
Are your boys okay?
Leave me alone.
Broden, you okay? I'll go get some rest.
You got it, Captain. I'll keep an eye on things.
Okay, I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Roger that. I've got the con.
Landing on Mars was uneventful. Kinda. Leave it to Mariposa to provide a little drama. What a bunch of drama queens.
Your captain speaking. We should be arriving on Mars in the next 2 hours. Please fasten your seatbelts and put all trays to the upright position.
Okay, Captain. Ready for landing sequence checklist.
Roger that, co-pilot.
Wilco. Step 1. Fuel.
Checking 20%.
Maneuvering thrusters.
Checking yaw. Good left and right. Checking pitch. Good up and down. Checking roll. Good left and right. Hey, something's wrong with Jimmy.
Jimmy? There's no Jimmy on this rocket.
Jimmy, the autopilot? I gave him a name.
Here, let me take a look. You're right. To me, the autopilot is malfunctioning. Looks like the radar altimeter isn't on.
Here, let me see if I can fix it.
We don't have time for that. I'm going to take over manually. Everybody put your seatbelts on.
Don't be a hero, Toby. I'll just call Mission Control and get some advice.
We don't have time. It takes 40 minutes to send one message and get a reply. And we are going to land in 30 minutes. Mary, get out of there. We don't have time. I've practiced in this sim a million times.
That's not possible. You couldn't have practiced a million times because one sim is about 1 hour. So an hour times a million is...
Not now, Victor. Don't distract him or we'll all die. Come on, Mary. What's taking you so long?
I think I'm stuck.
Whoa! What are you doing? The ship's out of control.
Sorry.
No problem, right, Toby? You did this in the sim about a million times.
Olivia, when I say start the retro thrusters.
Copy.
Okay, when I count to 3, fire the thrusters.
Copy. Wait. Do I fire on 3 or is it 3 then fire?
Come on, Olivia, when I say 3, fire.
Oh!
Ow!
What are you doing?
You said 3.
We're all gonna die.
Ah!
I think I got it. I think I got it. I got it.
We made it. You did it. Toby.
Yeah, whatever. Today I'm the goat, tomorrow I'm the chicken. You guys are the fickle.
Go.
Greatest of all time.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, you're good and all, but greatest of all time, come on.
Yeah, well, we can't just stay here cheering for Toby all day. We have a mission to find fuel.
Yeah, for sure. We need to find fuel.
After we landed, let's just say we finally had a pleasant surprise, instead of the usual disasters.
How is that possible?
Whoa.
Oh my goodness!
What?
It's Victoria! They're alive!
Oh my God!
Let's made it!
Let's go call them.
Okay, let's go.
Starship Victoria, come in. This is Starship Mariposa. Come in.
Hey Mariposa, this is Victoria. Go ahead.
Victoria, we saw your rocket explode. We thought you were dead. You weren't responding to any of our calls.
Yeah, it probably looked that way. We had a complete power failure, and so our emergency rocket boosters fired, and we were stuck on. Basically, it got us here a month before you guys. Who would have known?
So we're here now, but at this point we definitely have no fuel to get home.
Unfortunately, you're right. After the transmission with Mission Control, they said that after the transfer with Franklin, we would only have enough fuel to get to Mars.
So what are we going to do now? What do you think, Victor?
Victor?
Victor.
Victor! Victor!
Victor!
This is what it's all about, Victoria. Can you work under pressure?
Yes, ma'am!
All right. What's 10 times 10?
100!
What's 5 times 7?
35!
What is the first prime number?
2, 3, 5, 7, 11!
What is the particular angle?
90 degrees!
Okay. This is what it's all about, Victoria. When you're in Mars, it will be 100 times harder.
Oh, sorry guys.
That was some tough training, and Commander Bossy Pants was right. I'm glad it was tough.
Yeah, we're not spinning out of control, but I'm definitely feeling the pressure now that we're actually in space. and doing what we came here to do, survive.
Okay, enough with the sentiment. It's going to be tough out there, but we're tenacious. Let's get to work. Are we clear to suit up, Siri? It's time to walk on Mars.
Roger that, Julius. All clear to suit up. Never looked better. Let's get out there and find some water. We'll get ourselves out of this mess.
Siri, Alexa, do you copy?
We hear you loud and clear, Julius.
We can also see your distance from the ship is 110 feet. How's it looking out there?
Yeah, we spotted a small canyon. We're going to make this spot as our trailhead and begin making our way toward the canyon.
Roger that. We also have you on our scanners. Let us know if you run into any trouble.
Copy that.
Okay guys, let's get going. We only have 5 hours worth of air, so we need to find water in 2.5 hours so we can get back in time.
Everyone on Earth says it's here. Julius, did you remember to pack the electrolysis invention I made?
Invention? What invention? I don't know what you were talking about.
Julius!
Chill out. Of course I brung it, because I'm the only one strong enough to tow this giant thing around.
Hey, what's that outcropping over there?
Looks like a cave. Yasmin, can you focus our sensors on that cave entrance? Might save us a walk. Our instruments can detect water vapor in the infrared spectrum between the 6.55 to 7.3 micrometer in the wavelength ranges. I can use a telescopic lens to see if there's any blue glow that would indicate some water vapor present.
What do you see? What do you see?
Give me a second, dude.
Sorry.
Well, it isn't a rainforest over there, but I'm definitely picking up some moisture in the vicinity of that cave.
It's settled. Let's head over there.
Onward, Tigers, let's go!
Bet.
Julius, the machine!
Oops, my bad.
Come on. I hope we find water there quickly. We only have enough air for 1 more hour before we have to get back to the ship.
I don't think we're gonna have enough time. It's at least gonna take us 30 minutes to get there, and only leaves us with 30 minutes to find water.
Well, this electrolysis machine is heavy.
Oh, I got it, Julius. Take a break.
Thank you.
Whoa, this cave is a lot bigger close up.
Yeah, it's ginormous!
Hey, somebody go check out that dark cave over there.
Don't look at me, I'm not doing it.
Not it.
Not it!
Hey, it's my idea, so I shouldn't have to go.
Rock, paper, scissors, Victor, and Itzhak.
Ah, dang it.
This is it, guys. Life or death. What is that?
Whoa.
That, my friend, is a Martian crystal, and it's made of precious minerals. Ooh, and it has gold and silver streaks too.
Wow, what luck! We just made the richest discovery of all time. And our chances of taking it home might slip through the cracks. But anyways,
Finding gold is part of Californians' DNA, no matter what planet you're on.
Ha! Will they call us the 23ers?
What are you talking about?
The 49ers found gold in California. It's 2023. The 23ers. Ring a bell?
Ground crew, this is Alexa. Come in, ground crew.
Go ahead, Alexa.
We are monitoring your oxygen levels and they are critical.
Crew, we need to make a decision.
yeah, we better head back.
But we've come so far. Where there is gold, there must be water.
Ground crew, this is Alexa.
Go ahead, Alexa. What is it?
We just ran some simulations on Mookie and we think we have a solution.
Excellent. What is it?
You will need to work in teams of 2. Those ones drilling, keep your normal oxygen meters. The 2 not drilling, turn your meter levels to 10%.
What? 10%? That's barely gonna keep us alive.
That's right. You will be barely alive. You will be in an oxygen-induced coma. You will get some great sleep.
Let's get to work, Victor.
All right, the drill is set.
Help!
Oh.
Oh, they look so peaceful. I hate to wake them.
True, but we have to head back at some point.
You're right. All right, turn up their oxygen.
All right.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
What? Guys, why are your helmets off? Are you crazy or something? You're gonna get poisoned by the carbon dioxide.
Tell him, Victor.
Chill, bro. While you've been sleeping, we've been producing oxygen. We've filled the cave with it. What? How?
We hit water in about 5 seconds before you guys fell asleep. The electrolysis machine was working like a dream. Great work, Itzhak.
I knew it would work.
Okay, guys, let's get back to the rocket.
Wait. My helmet was starting to smell like a sweat sock. At least yours doesn't smell like a fart.
Ha.
Wait, what?
There's good news and bad news.
How is that?
One of us gets to go, the others stay.
I have another idea.
And what is that?
We steal the shit, and then all of us get to go home.
That's not very nice.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least Trevor's good for something. I think I agree with him. We should steal the rocket.
We're Kimberly Cubs. We're respectful, responsible, and safe. If we steal the rocket, we're breaking those 3 rules.
You're just saying that because you get to go home.
No?
Well, we
can't steal the
Guys, let's have a vote at dinner time. We can think about it, and it has to be unanimous. Okay?
Okay. Hey, it looks like everyone's already there.
Yeah, and they're an hour early.
And it looks like they're arguing.
Hey guys, let's see if we can hear them through the common radio frequency. They're trying to steal the rocket.
Those are rats!
Oh my God!
Why?
Why?
Why would they do that? I told you guys we should have stole the rocket!
Yeah.
that you mean we should go steal the rocket? Then yeah.
Steal the rocket! Steal the rocket! Steal the rocket!
So that's it for now. My crew is heading home and everyone else is stuck on Mars. I'm not super happy about leaving everyone behind, but they should have thought about that before they tried to steal the rocket. So if all goes as planned, I should see you all in about, 5 months. So long for now. Can't wait to see. Wait, what's that? You've got to be kidding me!